Okay, look, I just wanted to read a few things right here. I was reading John, 1 John, chapter 3, and stuff like that. And I didn't plan on reading this. I was just flipping through the book, and I was just like trying to figure out what to read, and this is what I came up on. Okay, I'm gonna just read what I highlighted. See how great a love the Father has bestowed on us, that we would be called children of God, and such we are. For this reason the world does not know us, because it did not know him. And that just tells us that, you know, the world don't understand us, they ain't gonna agree with us, they gonna hate us. And over here it says, do not be surprised, brother, if the world hates you, because he has told us that the world doesn't know him, and the world, you know, didn't accept him. And then I got, okay, we would be like him, stuff like that. Practices, I circle practices, like a lot of, I circle practices right here too, and right there, because I feel like, you know, in this world we listen to people's words so much, but the Bible said, little children, make sure no one deceives you. The one who practices righteous is righteous, just as he is righteous. The one who practices sin is of the devil, for the devil has sinned from the beginning. The Son of God appeared for this I just highlight this because a lot of people are like, well, don't understand like why Jesus came, or they still question like, what was the purpose of coming? For this purpose, to destroy the works of the devil, to shine light on sin. And look, and it says right here, these are just notes, so they're gonna be like random like notes and stuff. You know how I do. No one who is born of God practices sin, because his seed abides in him, and cannot sin because he is born of God. I was confused a little bit about like when it said cannot sin and stuff like that, because I was thinking like, but don't we sin? But I'm thinking when he said cannot sin, he just saying another way we don't practice sin. We don't practice sin at all. And I came down here, for this message you have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. And I highlight that because even though that's like basic, you know, what you learn when you first come to Christianity, you know, that's still important. That is how you like can discern, you know, who is from God, because we love one another. That is one of his commandments, that we love one another. And I don't be surprised the word hates you. Everyone who hates his brother is a murderer. See, everyone who hates his brother is a murderer. He's not loving his brother. We'll love one another if we do not, if we hate our brother and stuff like that. And you know that no murderer, who is a murderer, how you know if he's a murderer? He hates. No murderer has eternal life. Who is eternal life? Jesus. No murderer has Jesus abiding in him. Okay? And then we'll come down here, and then I just circle these, but indeed in truth, as in like little children, let us not love with words. That's what the world do. Love one another with words or with tongue, but in deed and in truth, actions. And I circle this because in whatever our heart, because this is for me right here. Because remember how the other day I was always like, so my conscience so guilty, because I felt like, you know, I needed help out. But then again, what if me not helping out could be helping them, you know? And I was so guilty and conscious, and it was like, and whatever our hearts condemn us, for God is greater than our hearts. He knows all things. And I came down here to get an explanation of that. And it said, many are afraid that they don't love others as they should. They feel guilty because they think they are not doing enough to show proper love for Christ. And that's me a lot. Their conscience bothers them. John has these people in mind in the letter. How do we escape the knowing accusations of our conscience? Not by ignoring them. Sometimes I do that, or rationalizing our behavior. Sometimes I do that. But by setting our hearts on God's love. When we feel guilty, we should remind ourselves that God knows our motives. And that can bring me peace, because God, he knows our motives. He knows everything. He knows, you know, the reason I'm not doing this, or the reason I'm doing this. Maybe it, you know, I'm trying to do it out of love, you know, doing it, but it just don't come off right, you know. But the Lord knows our motive. And then, of course, I circle this. This is his commandments. Love one another. That's why I underline that. This is his commandments, that we believe in the name of his son, Jesus Christ. Believe in Jesus Christ and the works that he did and who he is. And love one another. There it goes again. just as he commanded us. And in the back, it says, the one who keeps his commandments abides in him. Jesus abides in the one who keeps his commandments. What is his commandments? Love one another. Love one another. Okay? And he and him. We know by this. By what? Keeping his commandments. What is his commandment? Love one another. We know by this that he abides in us, that Jesus abides in us, by the Spirit whom he has given us. And that was my notes for today.